You are Locked On Rockets Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Houston on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
It was another one of those TCB nights for the Rockets, and a TCB night is this. You got to take care of your business against a team that you should absolutely go out there and beat. Guess what the Houston Rockets just did? They went out there and beat them in Salt Lake City to pick up another win and creep closer and closer to getting to a spot where they could secure the second best record in the Western Conference before this season comes to an official end. Hello and welcome tonight to the Locked On Rockets Postcast. Appreciate you guys stopping by late night, saying hello if you're watching live, if you're watching later on. Appreciate you as well. Of course, if you're listening to this on the Locked On Rockets audio feed, thank you as well. You can always catch this show for free anywhere that you get your podcasts. Search for Locked On Rockets. I am your host, Michael Connor. The show tonight is brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. All right, so the Rockets, like I mentioned, take care of business. I mean, sure. I think if you want to be nitpicky tonight, you say, hey, you know, they let them hang around a little too long. They let it be a game for way too long. But you know what? That happens sometimes. And here's what you're going to be talking about from this one.
This is what you'll be talking about.
So what you will be talking about more than anything else is the fact that, again, you beat a team that you're supposed to. And then you go through and you look up and you say, oh, Alperen Sengun tonight. What a night for you, sir. 33 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 11 of 19 from the field, 11 of 13 from the free throw line. That is a concern for me when you talk about Alpy. If there's one thing with Alpy is his free throw shooting this year has been, fickle at best. Is that the best way to put it? Probably. One night he's ice cold. The next night he makes a lot of them. Tonight was one of those nights where he makes a lot of them. He's got to be that guy more consistently because he is going to get to the free throw line at a decent clip for this Rockets team. He was tremendous tonight. Like I mentioned, 33 and 10 for Alpy. I think that is the biggest thing that you're going to walk away talking about in this basketball game overall. He was tremendous. Jalen Green had 21 points. Fred VanVleet had, just 4. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one there. Fred was terrible. 15 for Amen Thompson, 10 for Dylan Brooks. And then off your bench tonight, Tari Eason with 15, Jacques Landale with 10, Aaron Holiday had the 2, and then Jabari Smith with 11 off the bench. And I think something else that you like is that you didn't play a lot of these guys heavy minutes. Outside of Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet, everybody else stayed under 30 minutes on the floor tonight in a game where, yes, again, this is taking care of your business because you look up and you go, okay, the next couple of games. Now, I know that Phoenix isn't anything that's difficult, but Phoenix is still alive to be in the play-in. They're 35 and 38. They are a half game out in the West to be the 10 seed technically in that play-in tournament. So they do have something to play for. And then you got the Lakers right after that who are playing for something as well. The Lakers still have a chance to eventually, or, if they push, get up there to where the Rockets are and make this thing interesting down the stretch tonight, or between them and the Denver Nuggets and the Rockets down the stretch in terms of what the Western Conference standings will look like. Like I mentioned, tonight was not one of those nights. It wasn't the Rockets' most unbelievable night of basketball. There's no denying that. It wasn't bad. It was fine. It was exactly fine. And fine is good on nights where you're expected to win. 48 and 26. Think about that for a second. Think about where you were at the start of this season. And if I had told you after game 1 of the season when they lost to Charlotte, remember that? They lost to Charlotte in ugly fashion to start this season. And it was just kind of, I kind of run the parallels because, we had baseball start today with the Astros, and they had a good start to the season today. And right now you're on cloud 9 with the Astros, and you're thinking, man, like 100 wins, let's go. But if you went back to that first night of the season against Charlotte, the 110, or was it 110-105? and they looked bad, man. They looked really bad. They went out there and let's just pull up that box score real quick. They shot 36% from the field, 30% from three, and it was just ugly. Absolutely ugly. Like your best scorers were Jalen and Alpy, who took a ton of shots to get their points at night and weren't very efficient. And if I told you that night, don't worry, you're going to get towards the end of the season, and the Rockets are going to have a record of 48-26. 48-26. And they still have 8 games left to play. This team's going to win 50 games this season. I never would have thought that was possible when the season started. Not that it's not an impossible, not that it was an impossible task. I just didn't think that this would be the year. And you do take a peek at what is ahead. They've got Phoenix, like I mentioned, Sunday night, another later one. We're on a stretch of later games, by the way, so these shows will be a little bit later at night. Phoenix on Sunday, the Lakers on Monday. These are road games before they come back home. Play Utah again. Well, guess what? They'll get there. Another guaranteed win. Those last 5 games of the season, though, tough. Thunder at Golden State, at the Clippers, at the Lakers, home for Denver. Got to bear down. For as nice as nights like this are, they still have some nights ahead of them that there's a lot to play for. And honestly, their playoffs, because you know that they want it, and they have every right to want it, and they should want it, that second seed in the Western Conference. They've played hard for it. They've earned it so far. That's why, I mean, look, every night now is a playoff game. Has that level of importance for this basketball team. I don't want to go like over confident, over negative on anything. Try to keep it as even keeled as ever. But man, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm feeling it right now with this basketball team. I'm feeling like they've got something in them to make a run here. We'll see if they can do just that. Who was the player of the game tonight? Well, I bet you can take a guess. We'll talk a little bit about him as well when we return here on the Locked On Rockets Postcast. March Madness is here, and FanDuel is giving you the chance to get in on the action like never before. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. That's $200 extra bucks to use on everything from buzzer beaters to Cinderella stories and even who's cutting down the nets. I've got my eyes on a few of them that are out there. And guess what? FanDuel makes it easy to back these teams with spreads, totals, and game props. With tournament action, games are happening, well, at this point, almost every day for the rest of the weekend. And there's always something exciting for you to bet on. The FanDuel app is simple to use, and when you win, you get paid instantly. There is no waiting around. So visit FanDuel.com and get in on the college hoops action all tournament long. It is the Locked On Rockets Postcast tonight. After the Rockets get a 121-110 victory, I'm your host, Michael Connor. Thank you for stopping by and making us your go-to spot for post-game coverage of your Houston Rockets. By the way, this channel, as you can tell, things are a little bit different. If you've not seen the post that I had on the channel earlier today, or if you've not picked up on it, for those of you that are like me, love all 4 Houston sports, this season, things are changing up a little bit. The Locked On Astros postcast shows are not on this channel this year. Those are on the Locked On Astros podcast YouTube page. That's Brett and Eric over there. That's where you will find me doing the postcast shows this year. So if you missed that earlier tonight, go to my Twitter. I'll tweet out the link, or I've tweeted out the link, but I will tweet out a fresh link in the morning. Just go scroll through and find it. Astros shows over there. Rockets, we're going to finish it out the season and the playoffs on this channel. I think moving forward next season, this will shift over to the Rockets YouTube page like we have done with the Astros here. Just want to make sure you guys have a heads up there. Same will be happening for the Texans. It's just an easier thing to have them all in one place. And that's where they are going to be. So again, Astros again tomorrow on the Locked On Astros YouTube page. So go join me there. This show will continue here for the rest of the season. By the way, thanks for joining us. Hit the subscribe button tonight. The Rockets with that win over the Utah Jazz. You always love beating Utah. Has Vernon Maxwell tweeted anything yet? I always like to check in on Vernon when it's going on, because he's he's Mad Max and he does not hold back on the city of Utah. I think the tweet that made him the most Twitter famous was, there it is. He's got a pin still to the top of his page. I'd like to apologize to the Jazz fans that were offended by my tweets. If I knew you guys had internet in Utah, I would have never made those tweets. That was on March 9th, 2017. Good Lord, we're all getting old. But Mad Max did not tweet tonight. Somebody's got to check on Mad Max, make sure he's okay. Because you know that he loved that win over Utah tonight. Who was the player of the game tonight? I bet you have a decent idea.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
The player of the game tonight, of course, Alperen Sengun, who led the team with 33 points on the night, 10 rebounds as well. He was the best player on the floor in this basketball game, and he really got the team where it needed to be overall, and he hit his free throws. The team as a whole tonight hit their free throws at a decent clip as well. They only missed 4 of them tonight. You will take that every single night. So again, Alperen Sengun going to take home the honors. I got to get some sort of trophy or something to give these guys. I guess I can give them one of these. I got to really update my bobbleheads. I don't want to be a beggar, but like, anybody got any bobbleheads they want to share for the show here? I got a James Harden clutch the bear, and we've got Justin Verlander back there. Of course, we got a Michael Brantley signed picture, an Astros thing I got years ago. I've got Carlos Beltran, Kyle Tucker, Jose Altuve, and Carlos Correa. I've got one guy literally up here that still plays for a Houston team. I got to get an updated look for my stuff back here. My nephew's got the Kenny Smith bobblehead. I need to go steal that from them. But yeah, I could use some updated bobbleheads. I could use an Alpy one. An Alpy one would be great. Player of the game again tonight. The Rockets not in action again until Sunday night, late night. We will be actually that's the only action we'll have on Sunday. There's no Astros game on Sunday. Tomorrow we have Astros. Saturday we have Astros as well. The Rockets will not return again until Sunday, which you'll find us here for the Locked On Astros Postcast. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday night. We'll talk again for the Rockets on a Thursday on the Locked On Rockets Postcast.